Oh boy, where do I even begin with this video? Hey everybody and welcome to 7 Days to Die, a game that I'm just so obsessively in love with. This survival game is many people's favorite and I would certainly classify myself that as well. I immediately acknowledged 7 Days to Die right after I got myself familiar with Minecraft, and to be more precise, it was right around 2014. Just for the context, 7 Days to Die was released on December 13th of 2013, so roughly right about a year later was the time I actually got to know this game. And I can't even begin to express myself to you how much of my world was shook when 7 Days to Die dropped in early access. Minecraft was dominating the survival open world concept and remained classic for a while, and then 7 Days to Die dropped and it was a new awakening for many of us. It was Minecraft but a lot scarier, if you will. Instead of fighting square looking monsters and creatures, you now fight zombies that are poorly animated. I've covered this title previously on my channel, and my thoughts and gratitude towards developers working on this game has not vanished one bit. As time went on, tons of work and updates went into this game, and a long story short, many years later, in 2023, Alpha 21 was released. I'm not here to say that Alpha 21 was the major update to really get this game to glow up. As a matter of fact, I'm not here to discredit its previous updates whatsoever. But nonetheless, Alpha 21 was literally a gut punch that nobody just seen coming. The overall stability and performance of Alpha 21 made me fall in love with this game all over again. What I'm about to say could be very relatable to some players, and considering that many of us grew up with this game quite literally, Alpha 21's performance and overall quality of life was something that many of us were truly looking forward to all these years. I mean, this is it, you guys. I'm assuming everybody at this point knows what 7 Days to Die is all about, but for those of you not very much familiar with this game, here's a brief note. Let's just say that you spawn in the middle of nowhere in the world with pretty much nothing to yourself, and everything around you is completely accessible and destroyable. Every square inch of the map is relying on the physics of the game. You could climb the tallest building available to you, and the zombies will still, with no doubt, find a way to get to you. The zombies in 7 Days to Die are ruthless and ready to end you at any given moment. Now, over the course of a year or two, the game slowly transitioned and was designed with a couple new things to stand out. If we go back to its early days, 7 Days to Die was meant to be fully explorational and with little to no surprises along the way. Now, ever since a couple new updates were released, the game is strongly focused on claiming territories now. Every single house you explore will have challenges along the way. There is a crap ton of Easter eggs available to discover, along with hidden notes and hidden loot. Each individual house will greet you with a difficulty bar, which will indicate how challenging one particular area can be. And that alone used to not be the main point of 7 Days to Die. As a matter of fact, the older version of it would more likely spawn zombies right around the house and less so inside. It is no longer the case anymore, as you would imagine. Every single house you get inside of has the element of surprise and will always have zombies inside. Think of it as the clearing out the area concept, which is something I personally had to get accustomed to, and although sometimes I wish the game was just like the old days, this new concept is not that bad at all. It just takes some getting used to. Getting started in Alpha 21 is way more difficult now than it has ever been. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it can certainly bring a lot of frustration along the way, especially for the new players. One of the first challenges being water. Although water depletion is set to normal, finding a way of getting cleaner drinkable water at first stage of your walkthrough will be the most challenging task you'll encounter, especially considering that you will have the time limit, because otherwise you will just die due to dehydration. Back in the old days, we used to be able to collect water from toilets, even lakes, and the glass jar remained in our inventory at all times. It is no longer the case anymore. Water collection has become extremely difficult, and mainly due to its limitations now. In order for you to have water supplies, you must build water collector as soon as possible. You could still sip on dirty water, but the consequences are severe, which means you must do it responsibly. The main glow up of 7 Days to Die is the stability and optimization, in my personal opinion though. Although Alpha 21 brings tons of new updates and improvements along the way, the main feature that stood out to me personally, without a doubt, was the overall performance of this game. Remembering playing this title in early stages, the game's performance was just poorly executed. I even said it at the beginning of this video, Alpha 21's current performance is something many of us wished for years ago, and we finally received it. Being able to play this title at high settings with the solid frame performance made me just absolutely fall in love with this game all over again. And what makes me more excited is the future of 7 Days to Die. Developers have officially found the sweet spot for this title, and we can now enjoy its development with ease. Because from this point forward, I would only imagine that the game will only improve for the better. I will consider starting a series with this title. I'm thinking about collecting roughly 4 random players to join me along the way. If that sounds something down your valley, be sure to add me on Discord and comment down below your favorite thing about this game. It is currently on sale also for only $5.99 on Steam, which is literally a steal. So if you've been putting this off for this long, this is probably the best time for you to pick it up. Anyways, thank you for joining me tonight, and as always, this was your boy Roos, and I'm out. Goodbye.